Imagine this. You've lived 6, 7, maybe even 8 decades on this spinning rock we call Earth. You've laughed, cried, loved, lost, achieved, and endured more than most people ever will. But here's the hard truth. Life isn't about how much time you've spent. It's about how much peace you've found along the way. And if you're in your golden years, now is the time to ask yourself, are you truly free? At 60, 70, or 80 years old, life becomes clearer, but also heavier. The weight of regrets, unspoken words, and lingering fears can creep into your heart like shadows at dusk. It's easy to get trapped in cycles of worry, resentment, or guilt. But what if I told you that freedom isn't something waiting for you after life? It's something you can create right now? This video isn't just advice, it's a lifeline. Today, we'll explore 3 things you absolutely must let go of to live in peace and freedom. These aren't vague ideas, they are tangible anchors, holding you back from the joy and serenity you deserve. Each point will challenge you, inspire you, and give you actionable steps to reclaim your inner light. As someone who has walked alongside countless individuals navigating their later years, I know the struggles you face. I've seen the tears of regret, the frustration of clinging to what no longer serves, and the beauty of transformation when someone finally lets go. So take a deep breath. Lean into this moment, because by the end of these next few minutes, you'll have the tools to release what's weighing you down and step boldly into the rest of your days with clarity, purpose, and freedom. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Chapter number 1, the silent habit. That's destroying your peace. Holding on to grudges. Let's talk about grudges, the invisible chains wrapped around your soul. Maybe it's the sibling who hurt you decades ago, or the friend who betrayed your trust. Perhaps it's a child whose choices disappointed you. Whatever it is, holding on to anger and resentment doesn't punish them. It punishes you. Science backs this up. Studies show that chronic bitterness increases stress hormones, weakens your immune system, and accelerates aging. Yes, carrying a grudge literally makes you older faster. But why do we hold on so tightly? Psychologists say it's because letting go feels like losing control. When you forgive, you surrender the narrative of victimhood. Yet, forgiveness isn't about excusing bad behavior. It's about freeing yourself. Think about it. Every time you replay that painful memory, you relive the hurt. Every what if keeps you stuck in the past. Here's a story. Meet Margaret, a vibrant 72-year-old woman who carried hatred for her ex-husband for over 40 years. She refused to speak his name, avoided family gatherings where he might be mentioned, and allowed bitterness to poison her relationships. Then one day, during a health scare, she realized she didn't want to leave this world shackled to anger. She wrote him a letter, not to send, but to heal. In it, she forgave him fully. The result? Margaret says she feels lighter than she has in decades. Her relationships improved, her sleep deepened, and she rediscovered joy. So how do you start forgiving? First, acknowledge the pain without judgment. Write it down if you need to. Next, remind yourself that forgiveness isn't weakness, it's strength. Finally, visualize cutting the emotional cord between you and the person who wronged you. Picture yourself walking away, leaving the burden behind. You deserve peace. Don't let a grudge steal another moment of your precious life. Chapter number 2, the burden you can't afford to carry anymore. Unrealistic expectations. Now, let's tackle something insidious. Unrealistic expectations. By the time you reach your 60s, 70s, or 80s, society often expects you to have everything figured out. Your kids should be successful, your finances secure, your body healthy, and your legacy cemented. But here's the brutal truth. Perfection is a myth. Trying to meet impossible standards only drains your spirit and robs you of happiness. Consider this. Research shows that perfectionism correlates strongly with anxiety, depression, and dissatisfaction in later life. Why? Because chasing ideals leaves little room for acceptance. For instance, many seniors struggle with feelings of inadequacy when their children choose paths different from what they envisioned. Others feel shame if their retirement savings fall short of expectations. But here's the kicker. These expectations are often self-imposed or inherited from outdated societal norms. Take George, a 75-year-old retired teacher who prided himself on being the perfect provider. He worked tirelessly to ensure his family had everything they needed. Yet as his adult children pursued careers far from home, he felt abandoned and unappreciated. His turning point came when his daughter gently reminded him, "Dad, none of us could ever repay what you've given us, but we love you anyway." That conversation helped George realize he'd been clinging to an image of success that no longer mattered. To shed unrealistic expectations, begin by identifying where they come from. Are they rooted in fear, pride, external pressure? Once you understand their source, challenge them. Replace rigid thinking with flexibility. Instead of demanding perfection, celebrate progress for yourself and others. Life is messy, unpredictable, and beautiful. Let go of expectations and embrace reality instead. Chapter number 3, the toxic story. You keep telling yourself, "I'm not enough." Raise your hand if you've ever looked in the mirror and whispered, "I'm not enough," whether it's your appearance, your achievements, or your impact on the world. This toxic mantra sneaks into our minds and festers. And guess what? It grows louder as we age. Society tells us we're past our prime, irrelevant, disposable. But I'm here to tell you, that voice is a liar. Think about it. How many times have you dismissed your worth because of wrinkles, gray hair, or slowing energy levels? Here's a fact. Studies show that negative self-talk rewires your brain, reinforcing feelings of inadequacy. Over time, this erodes confidence and fuels isolation. The irony, you're probably more capable, wise, and valuable now than ever before. Let me share Maria's story. At 68, she believed her best days were behind her. After retiring, she withdrew from social circles, convinced she had nothing meaningful to contribute. One day, her granddaughter asked her to teach baking, a skill Maria had mastered over decades. Reluctantly, she agreed. What started as a simple activity blossomed into a community class, connecting her with people eager to learn. Through teaching, Maria rediscovered her value and passion. She realized she wasn't too old to make a difference. She was uniquely qualified. To silence the not enough narrative, practice reframing. Catch yourself when you think negatively and replace it with affirmations like, "I am wise, I am loved," or "I still have gifts to share." Surround yourself with supportive people who see your brilliance. Most importantly, focus on contribution. Volunteering, mentoring, or pursuing hobbies remind you that your presence matters. You are enough, period. Conclusion. We've reached the end of our journey together, but hopefully not the end of yours. Today, we explored 3 transformative steps to let go of grudges, unrealistic expectations, self-doubt, material attachments, and fear of death. Each lesson was designed to guide you toward peace, freedom, and fulfillment in your golden years. Pause for a moment. Reflect on which of these resonated most deeply with you. Was it the realization that forgiveness sets you free? Or perhaps the understanding that material possessions pale in comparison to meaningful connections? Whatever it is, commit to taking action. Start today. Even small changes ripple outward, creating waves of positive transformation. Remember, life isn't measured by its length, but by its depth. You've earned the wisdom, resilience, and perspective to navigate this chapter with grace and courage. So don't wait another day to shed what no longer serves you. Step into your power, embrace your authenticity, and above all, live fully. Thank you for joining me on this path to peace and freedom. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and stay free.